Ladies and gentlemen, and let's get ready to intro the final, the men's final here at the World Bowls Championships 2016. Would you please give a warm welcome to your first finalist from Canada, Ryan Bester. And representing his home country, New Zealand, let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. In his first final, it is Shannon McIlroy.
The introductions have been made. You've heard a little bit about these two players. And this is the final match of World Bowls 2016. 2 weeks of hot competition amongst the world's best from 34 countries here, with the headquarters being at Burnside Bowling Club. And we now see the jack thrown down for the very first time in this men's singles final. Ryan Bester. As mentioned, he's been in this situation before where he's played in a final at World Bowls. He's also played in the final of the Commonwealth Games. So his experience is evident. He's at 31 years of age. He's a couple of years older than this man, Shannon McIlroy. And there's no doubt, as has been mentioned in the build-up to this, that the win by McIlroy over Aaron Sheriff of Australia was one of the high points of the singles competition, and also for McIlroy's career. He played quite sublime against a man who's recognised as consistently in the top 3 in the world, often rated as the top singles player in the world, Aaron Sheriff. So that temperature is a little bit warmer than it was for the women's pairs final, that wonderful final this morning. So these two players just settling down into this first end, the marker today, and we'll see him when he's called upon as Alan Thornhill of the UK. There's the shot bowl for Shannon McIlroy. Yes, Alan Thornhill from Surrey in England. See a lot of this, the familiar march. It'll become familiar to you if you haven't seen Ryan Bester in action before. He's very energetic. He's quick into his shots. He sums things up very, very quickly. Whereas McIlroy's a bit more deliberate, but nonetheless effective. See already there, Bester on his way back, and McIlroy saunters up really, and we'll be looking at that last bowl of his, which was quite short and ineffective, but he does hold the shot.
Yeah, Bester doesn't take long to make up his mind. I think he'll look at attacking the McIlroy bowl. He's got 2 second shots, so he's quickly onto the mat. No, he's just drawing. Well, he's been a little bit reserved on the first end.
Perhaps when he draws well, he's not going to worry about it. So it was on the perfect line there, but just held up by the shot bowl. So we're using the coloured discs today, of course, and the Canadian Ryan Bester has the red discs on his bowl, and McIlroy has the blue. And we'll see the marker, Alan Thornhill, will hold the corresponding coloured lollipops up, indicating who has shot.
Oh, Shannon McIlroy holding the one shot. Looks to be tight and short again.
It's a fairly rough head already. Bester had 3 within 3 seconds probably. McIlroy had a golden opportunity to grab a couple there, but his draw let him down. see, I think, as we've seen Bester a lot, and McIlroy obviously, but Bester is very aggressive, isn't he? He's quickly into drives and runs. He doesn't mess around. We'll see a lot of action. Well, we could well see a lot of balls being smashed around, depending on the situation. So this is, ends don't matter in this, or they will show you that it is the second end being played. It is the first to 21 shots. The first player to get to 21 will win this title.
Good opening ball from Shannon McIlroy on the second end. There's Ryan Bester cutting across the centre line, an indication that it's narrow and it's happening short of the jack. So the skill of McIlroy here on the draw, he's going to have to draw on his best.
Two nice bowls. Shannon McIlroy, his home club is the Stoke Bowling Club in Nelson. He's been in this New Zealand team since 2007. Made a big early impact as a youngster, and was quickly picked up for development squads and making his home in the New Zealand team. He was had only, I think he was 19 when he first cracked that New Zealand team. He's now 29 years of age and a regular fixture, thrust into the singles role, which had previously been held by Ali Forsyth, who's made such a great job of skipping the four.
Yes, it was very much after Ali finished the World Bowls here in 2008 when he played the singles and got through to the bronze medal stage. Shannon took over the reins after that as Ryan Bester plays a very good bowl, sits onto the McIlroy bowl. And Shannon, apart from a couple of occasions, has certainly held that spot right through until this occasion.
Two shots Bester holds at the moment on this, the second end, but as we mentioned, it's 21 shots, first to 21. Run, looking at the jack, takes the jack, pushes it out, and he has the bowl closest to the tee or the 2-meter mark there. We can see the blue disc bowl of his will be spotted there. In fact, he has the two closest, so it's
well, he may even have the three closest, because the bowl in the ditch could come into play as well. The toucher that went into the ditch,
yeah,
that's only 2 meters away from the jack, so it was a good hit from Shannon McIlroy. Jack going out of the boundary, gets respotted onto that tee mark. So the pressure back on Bester.
He doesn't want to get caught up in that bowl there, or just sneaks inside it. No, he gets a lovely touch on it. He gets a great touch on it. Certainly cuts it down. It's just one shot now to McIlroy, so he scores again, and he leads by 2-0.
Yes, I think it was a good enough bowl from Bester to cut the count back anyway. But the touch on the bowl directed it a little bit better towards the jack. We see at the edge of it here. Doesn't get up for shots, so it's Shannon McIlroy that retains the one.
Using different brands of bowls. McIlroy using the Aero brand.
And Ryan Bester, the Taylor bowls.
Both well in control of their bowls at the moment. McIlroy playing across his body. That's the backhand side. It comes down the left side of the rink.
Yes, it's interesting that each player has adopted the different side of the rink, isn't it? Particularly coming in this direction. Shannon McIlroy's played all his bowls on the first end and on this end on his backhand. Ryan Bester on his forehand. Which takes a little bit more green.
Just needed another couple of rolls. Still Canada holding one shot here. Very good. Well, Ryan Bester from Canada, Hanover, Ontario, is his home area, but he's lived in Australia for quite some time, and of course spent a lot of time in New Zealand. Terry, didn't he? He became really a big part of the New Zealand scene. He enjoyed it here.
Yes, certainly so, and played in a number of events here in New Zealand, a number of tournaments, national tournaments, invitation events, and of course international events as well. Well, we see Shannon McIlroy back on the drive again. He was effective with his first drive of the game on the previous end. Certainly looks to be.
They're going for that shot bowl or shot and jack, but not getting it. And so it's a couple of shots by the looks of things there to Ryan Bester. That was McIlroy's last bowl. Up steps Bester. McIlroy moves in behind him, picks up the mat.
Looks to be coming up short.
So neither of the players able to capitalise on last bowl advantage when there was plenty of room to draw, but two, and so the scores are levelled. Bester and McIlroy, 2-all. It's the race to 21 shots in this men's final at the last event at World Bowls 2016. 2 weekends of finals, which we've been showing you here on Sky and also through Fox Sport Australia and live streaming across the world, and that's how the Bester fan club will be watching this in Canada. Now this is interesting that we've seen throughout the weekends that this hand has troubled quite a few, and yet Bester just slots into it straight away. So he's picked that line quite quickly, or very quickly. We'll see as McIlroy plays the same hand whether he does it as well. That's 2 good bowls coming in. Just a fine line here. Bester again quickly. You can't really blink or lose concentration because Bester's bowl will be halfway down.
Here's Bester holding one shot as the sun just tries to sneak through here at Burnside. A wet, cold morning. McIlroy looks to be a lot wider with this, his second bowl. Just don't know whether he's going to come home enough. Well, it does. Perhaps he's just a bit heavy. Pretty much in the area this time, Ryan Bester. Oh, he gets some movement of the jack. Well, works out okay for him.
He's holding 3, according to the marker, Alan Thornhill. So that was a good outcome for him.
This one is 8 inches short of jack high. Which is the shot ball? This ball.
Certainly has tightened the line from his previous 2 bowls, Shannon McIlroy. Got opportunities if he gets onto his own bowl here of moving it in for shot, and he does enough, I think.
Yeah.
See the bowl here from Shannon McIlroy. Just gets on the outside edge of his own bowl. Moves it closer to the jack, so from 3 down to 1 up, Shannon McIlroy. Bester playing with some weight, looking to get the McIlroy bowl out of the head. He's relatively close to it, just on the outside of it.
Now, McIlroy was in this situation on the first end, where he had a big opportunity to score more than a single but didn't, and in this situation no, it's just he's got that second shot of Bester's to use if need be, but just a draw into there.
It's just a draw, but he needs to negotiate the front bowl of Bester's. We can see there Ryan Bester's got 1 on each side of the jack, so I think he will perhaps may look at changing his hand. Go down on his backhand, perhaps. He's contemplating it. Yep. The bowl that he has to negotiate is lying on its flat, so therefore hitting it is a little bit harder to move it in for the shot. On the other hand, the bowl was lying on its running surface, so movement of the jack is also in his favour here. Oh,
My word, yes.
that was what he was looking at, wasn't it?
Yeah. So just a single. It is indeed, yes, confirmed there by Alan Thornhill, and McIlroy regains the lead, 3-2. These 2 players have battled their way through singles play, section play, and semi-finals to get into this situation where, as mates and have known each other for a long time, they're fronting up, with the winner taking the gold medal.
Well, Shannon McIlroy has the mat up. I don't know if this jack is up. It's the mat's up the green quite a distance. So our umpires, Michael Johnson and Steve Sargent, ensure that the jack is the 23 metres, required metres to be up. I just doubt whether it's quite there. It's close. Not up.
It was close because he had his thumb on the 23-metre mark, put it down, and it was probably half a jack length over. So Bester can place the mat where he likes, can place the jack where he likes, but McIlroy will still have the first bowl.
Well, Ryan Bester hasn't thrown it much further, has he?
Just far enough, I think. No question on it.
reply from Shannon McIlroy. Just not quite making it to the jack at the moment. Now, marker will have a
You lie,
check
Ryan.
and indicate to Ryan Bester that he holds the one shot. Very well pointed again.
So both players are quite comfortable with this length of end. Remember, it was McIlroy who threw the jack down, and it was
Favour two.
just shy of the required length. Best to put it back down, didn't move the mat, and put the jack down just a little bit further, not much, just enough to make it legal.
McIlroy looking to play with a little bit of weight, looking for some disturbance. Underneath the line, I think. Just. Well, he played that weight to give himself an opportunity of keeping a bowl on the rink at the back, because he had nothing past, but unfortunately it's just drifted out of the rink. So it's Ryan Bester holding two. Onto his backhand now. He's looking to get a bit of cover down past. If Shannon makes connection, the jack is looking to propel back to about where that last bowler Ryan Bester's gone. Yeah, he's got to be very careful here, Shannon. He can't afford to kill this end, because the bowls past the jack are predominantly Bester bowls. He's just not sure, Shannon McIlroy, what he wants to play.
Yeah, what damage can he do?
Yes, he's looking to minimalise the shots that Bester has without creating a worse situation for himself. So it's a draw. To be heavy.
Bester holding a couple. McIlroy leading by 3-2, first to 21 in this men's singles final. Here again, this might be in the count.
Yes, it's three to Bester. Well, I don't know if McIlroy will favour those short ends too much more.
Well, he threw it up short, and Bester concurred, didn't he, really? Thank you very much. I'm not going to change anything. I was quite happy with that. Oh, mind you, looks as if they're not really worried about it, are they? Just throw it up and let's get on with the game.
It certainly does look that way. It's interesting, isn't it, when you see it, the peers this morning, Laura Daniels, who played so much on the other side of the rink that these players are playing on. She was so effective in that game as well. She dominated Angela Boyd and was always getting something handy to the jack. And then we've got two players here now who've gone on to the other side of the rink, which certainly appeared to be the more difficult side.
Both had similar records in round robin play during the week. Bester won 7 of his 9 and lost 2. One of those to Aaron Sheriff of Australia. The other he lost was to the Indian representative. So just already qualified, but dropping a shot to India, Sunny Bahadur. And McIlroy won 8, lost 1, and that was to the quite experienced Norfolk Island player Ryan Dixon. Norfolk Island team, they often, when looking through how finalists have fared in the section play, often see that they've dropped one to Norfolk Island. There's to just short, but enough for shot. Semi-finals, McIlroy beat Aaron Sheriff 21-17. Great display. Sheriff still had an opportunity on the last, but he was undone by some nice draw bowls like this from McIlroy. Bester, on the other hand, had a rematch with Darren Burnett of Scotland. He won that by a single shot, 21-20. He'd beaten Burnett in the earlier rounds. Certainly can't be accused of slow play.
No, both players are relatively quick. They make their mind up as to what they want to play and into their work. Oh, Bester cutting across, but may get a result. Well, I think it's still 1 to McIlroy.
McIlroy playing with the blue disc. And the indicator there is that he does hold the shot on this, the 6th end. Bester, with that 3 on the last, has taken the lead for the first time. He leads 5-3. Single, and it is in the blue colour, so McIlroy closes that margin to 1 now. It's 5-4.
Don't know if Shannon McIlroy will go with the shorter end this time. No, it's becoming a lot longer. Ryan Bester adapted very quickly to it the last time in this direction.
They love their time here in Christchurch. They've been here before for the Asia Pacifics. Team from the Philippines. We've got really good friends out here. They've been well looked after by their club, which is the Hallshall Club.
Shannon will be disappointed with his first bowl. Falling a couple of metres short of the jack. Can't afford to give Bester too much room. He's a quality draw player himself.
Canada has one world title to its name. That was in 2004 when Bester teamed with Keith Roney to win the men's pair. That was 2004. Great delight and celebrations after that. It's quite a good Canadian influence out here supporting Ryan. Did get to know a lot of people here and made a lot of friends. Playing out of Broadbeach in Queensland.
It's a better ball from McIlroy.
Just that wee gap he found it. It was wide enough, of course, for him to get through, but the weight was totally perfect.
It's funny, isn't it? Because Shannon had changed to the other side of the rink, and then, of course, Ryan put a ball in his way and forced him back onto the other hand where he draws the shot. So, Shannon holding one. First and third shot.
Yeah, is it? If Bester comes back to the mat, would he have a clean shot at that? It's quite a tight line. He has to wait, though, of course, to see what McIlroy does with his final bowl. McIlroy holds the shot.
We can see down the line there that there's only way that he can get to the shot bowlers on the draw, and he's only got the 1 second shot as well. So Bester will end like Shannon will only be drawing.
No change to the situation. Bester eyes it up, walks backward, keeping that picture in his mind. Backwards to about halfway down the rink. Made up his mind on the shot, just marches down. He'll pick up that bowl and he'll be into it very quickly. This is end number 7, and there's one shot in it. Ryan Bester of Canada leading Shannon McIlroy by 5-4. Here he goes. He is having a crack. That looks to be well wide unless he gets something on the side. He doesn't. That was a...
No, well, what he's actually looking at there, he was looking at coming off the wing bowl. If we just see it there, the wing bowl of Shannon McIlroy's on the right-hand side. That was the one that he was driving to try and get an angle back to the shot bowl. So...
Getting it on that right on the side, it'd have to be... It's an acute angle, isn't it? But we've seen that happen so often. These players like Bester don't go wide unless they're meaning to. So there were 2 shots there that he probably could have connected to either of those.
Yes, and getting back to the jack or the shot bowl.
We're all tied up in this match, this final event of World Bowls 2016. It's the men's singles final. Ryan Bester and Shannon McIlroy level at 5 each. At the end of this match, we'll have the medal presentations for both this event and the previous one this morning, which was the women's pair. That'll be followed by the overall teams awards for men and women, the Leonard Trophy for the men and the Taylor Trophy for the women.
Yes, very close contest in this Leonard Trophy, the men's trophy, John. It relies on this match.
Really?
Yeah, it does. If Shannon McIlroy can win this match, New Zealand will also win the Leonard Trophy by 1 point over Australia. So it's a double-barrel game for Shannon McIlroy. And, gee, a lot of milestones, isn't there, in this event? And Shannon McIlroy coming up with his 300th match here this afternoon for New Zealand.
Just see what a slide does there. Almost takes the jack. Is it given the shot? I'd say so. New Zealand has won that Leonard Trophy once before, and that was when the World Championships were played here in 2008, when they had a fantastic, several fantastic results. Val Smith winning, well, it was the men's trophy, the Leonard Trophy, but on that occasion, Val Smith did win the women's singles gold medal. Gary Lawson and Russell Meyer took out the men's pair, and Joe Edwards and Val Smith the women's pair. It was just a tournament which was hugely influential for New Zealand. And then in the fours, the men's fours, Lawson and Meyer and Richard Gervin and Andrew Todd won that gold medal as well. That sealed it for the New Zealand men's team, winning the Leonard Trophy. What's he considering here, Terry?
Yeah, I just don't know whether the last bowl of Ryan Bester may have gotten his line. He played it pretty well. Shannon McIlroy got the outside edge of the shot bowl of Bester. He may well look at following down a similar line, sitting the shot bowl back. But there's some windy conditions. He's just waiting for a break. All right, looks to be switching back over to his forehand again. Well, he's one down. He doesn't want to give Bester another shot, so just on the draw. A bit wide. He's playing with some weight, looking for movement of the jack back to the two bowls behind. It's a wee thing in a big area, the jack, so
yeah,
not the easiest of shots to play.
Back to where they started this match, all square. Each move 5 shots closer to that 21 which is required, as Bester got the weight to get up there and add. He has not. So just a single it is to Bester. He now goes into the lead at 6-5. Quiet, isn't it, after the amount of vocal activity in the previous final. We had the women's pair where, as the game wore on, the players became louder and louder, particularly the Welsh combination. And I think the reaction of that team to winning will be one of the highlights, the fond and long memories of this 2016 World Bowls.
Some good bowls, opening bowls on this end.
That's the shot now.
A little bit wider this time. Ryan Bester, all 5 bowls delivered so far within a metre of the jack.
He's anticipating a wee bit of action from Vesta, do you think?
Yes, and Shannon McIlroy holding one. He's got first and third shot. So he decides that he'll get a bit of cover around the back in case Vesta does drive. Jack goes or gets killed. He's got some cover there. So Amy McIlroy, the wife of Shannon, played for New Zealand as well. Now preparing for family life.
Looks to be in the zone. On the shot, no. There's probably slight shaking of the bowl as Vestas went past, very close. So the last bowl at this end. McIlroy holding one. They'll be looking to just draw into that those two that are on the side, and just playing on the forehand.
Yeah, just looks to be playing on the forehand again.
This last one he put 3 meters over the jack. He's cutting back a bit on that weight. Looks to
Well
have
pointed.
corrected it well, yes. Not quite. Was he thinking about a measure? He was, but then decided against it. So another single for McIlroy, and we're tied up again at 6-all. Mike Nagy and Mike Kernahan played in the fours final yesterday, and as you'll notice, the conditions are far more pleasant than they were. The sun has broken through during the lunchtime period. It was a quick lunch too, because we had a delay of an hour this morning because of flooded greens. And after this event, the medal presentations, then the Leonard and Taylor trophies, as I mentioned, will be presented. Following that, there'll be the official farewell, which will have the lowering of the flag and the handing over of the flag from New Zealand to Bowls Australia, which will play host to the next World Bowls, with of course the Commonwealth Games as well involved in that. So Gold Coast of Australia will be very busy with international bowls in the next 4 years. Vesta matches the first from McIlroy. Who matches the best of Vesta? Who betters the best of McIlroy? Getting some really tight ends now.
Yes, the players are certainly getting into the groove, aren't they? Great bowls there. Vesta has the shot. McIlroy, Vesta trails the jack for two.
Hey, come have a look. Yeah.
Vesta holding a couple there. Just confirms that, because as he looks back down from the mat, he won't be able to see the jack. I shouldn't think. It's well tucked up. Having gone down, he knows exactly where the jack is now.
And looking to play some cover now. Might be too heavy though. I think he's going right through to the ditch. Just does stay on.
You should never have doubted him.
I think he wanted the 2 metre mark though.
Yeah. He won't mind that, but at least it stays on, not a wasted bowl. So he's thinking that McIlroy might play with weight. What do you reckon?
Well, he's got to play a very good bowl if he wants to draw inside those 2 shots. So he'll be on the drive. Oh, he's taking his own 2 balls out.
Oh, yeah.
It's no worse off. But
What's that one in the shadow there? Is that?
Yes, it is. And he's just really given Ryan Bester some more room to...
Is that a big chip out of it, is it?
Yeah, I think it might be.
Yeah.
That must have been one of the drives he missed. Ryan Bester. A rarity. So, some more room for Bester to draw the 3rd shot, the bonus shot. He's got to get inside the bowl that's back behind there, and, well, may not have.
Just the angle might beat him. So McIlroy kicks out 2. And allows Bester to come down and check. He doesn't even worry about it. 2 shots, Bester. Neither of the players really able to capitalise on healthy situations.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed there, Ryan Bester. He had a lot of room to draw the 3rd shot.
It's a tight final in the men's singles. The last event at World Bowls 2016. Ryan Bester leading by 8-6 over Shannon McIlroy. The first player to reach 21 shots will receive the gold medal and the title of world champion. Tracking down McIlroy's forehand bowl, his first on this end. Watch it starting to work. Get a good indication of it. Nicely onto the jack. So the line was perfect. Moved the jack just half a metre. That instant adjustment from Bester, though. Onto the shot bowl. Out you go, mate. I'm taking your place.
Yes, he's played some very good bowls over the last couple of years, Ryan Bester, when Shannon McIlroy has held the shot.
Short of Jack High.
So I think there'll be a change of hand here for McIlroy. Great bowl from Ryan Bester. So McIlroy to reply. Looking at it intently. Will it turn quick enough? Not quite for him. Very good effort.
Best heading in to cover those couple of McIlroys as well. Good position.
Doesn't need to change too much here, Shannon.
No, that's right. But if the jack does move at all, and Bester's got a couple of good catches there as well.
Drop the weight, cut the line. He really didn't need to change much from his last one at all. He was so close, and it's Ryan Bester who holds the one. Shannon needs to keep a little bit of weight to it. He's got the opportunity of turning the shot bowl off. He's got 2 seconds. Don't think the drive is an option. We can see there the tee. If it is killed, it would be Ryan Bester who would retain shot.
So he's really that shot bowler's his jack, isn't it? Basically, he's got that target, jack and the shot bowl to draw to.
Well,
what's he having a go?
He may well be. Yeah, he's lining up to play with weight, all right.
Well, nothing's changed. It was going to be a top draw shot needed to get there. Might well have worked with a drive, and then it might well have worked against him because the jack might have had to be respotted, and that certainly favoured Bester. The result does favour Bester, who now leads by 9-6 this men's singles final. In the context of today's game, that's almost a loose bowl. The last few ends have been really tight, haven't they? Players, their draw bowls has been pretty much spot on.
Yeah, there's been some fantastic stuff over the last few ends, all right, and it's been Ryan Bester who's played the shots when he's been down. Well, both players have switched back across to this hand now, and it certainly does look to be the easier side of the rink, particularly going in this direction.
Spoke too soon, Terry. It's almost the way it goes, isn't it?
He's playing a positional one first.
Yeah. McIlroy building it up nicely, but doesn't want to give Bester too much of a target. That's a great little play there. Jack tucked in between two.
Bester on the drive, won't he?
Yep, he won't mess around.
Looks to be wide. Well, he took off his own back bowl, so he might be a little bit reluctant to have a crack at that again.
Now who knows, because he won the last end, Bester doesn't have the last bowl. McIlroy does. So now he's just getting something towards the back.
Yes, well, Shannon really, he didn't draw another shot and he didn't cover the back. It was pretty sure the bowl of Ryan Bester that we can see out to the right there is the third shot. Back playing with some weight, but not the same ferocity that he had with his previous bowl. Looks to be pretty handy to it as well.
Oh, and now this will be respotted, and this will still favour McIlroy.
Yes, I think so. He'll have a good study of it here. The bowl up on the right-hand side looks as though that would be one shot. Don't know about the one at the bottom here.
But anyway, he's got to draw. There's a ton of room. He has to be only a metre or so from the jack. I see the marker indicated one under measure.
I think he might have indicated two under measure, actually.
So did he hold two up?
I think he held two up. So it's a big end for Shannon McIlroy.
Yeah. He wants to make sure of this then.
Could get a full house if he gets a measure in this one in.
Doesn't need to be all that close to the jack. It just needs to be about there. Would be all right. So Best has conceded 2. Marker puts a chock in behind the closest of the Besta bowls.
So they will go to the Besta bowl first, and then to the 2 bowls of Shannon McIlroy. So this was the measure one, I think, and well, it's close, isn't it? I think this one might be in. No, it's not. Just the 2, perhaps.
No, 3 orders. Yeah. Very good end for the New Zealander. Draws them level again. It's 9-all. Much more pleasant conditions here in Christchurch now at the Burnside Bowling Club, where we're coming to the grand finale. That is the end of this match, the last match of the tournament. And then medal presentations and the official farewell to teams, the handing over of the flag to Australia, to Bowls Australia. We've played 12 ends, which doesn't matter, but that's just to let you know they have played 12 ends and they've scored 9 shots each. McIlroy scored on 7 of the ends, Besta on 5. A little bit of a let off there for McIlroy. He was unusually short and his line wasn't quite accurate enough, but Besta wasn't a great deal better. Here goes McIlroy, just adding a bit of weight to this to get it up to the jack, and he does. This is a shot bowl, but still a bit of room.
If he's around it, he's good. Yes, he's excellent.
Slightly favoured 2.
Yes, I think that little touch of movement of the jack favoured Shannon McIlroy's front bowl coming into play. So Ryan Besta looking to play through the front bowls, get a follow through if he gets a clean split. Like that. It was a pretty well played shot from Ryan Besta. Well, Shannon McIlroy holding 1. You see it here again, and through the split, and just about 100% effective.
Looking nice and relaxed, some members of the audience here. So McIlroy, what does he do here? So this is his final bowl. Going on to the forehand.
Yes, he's got first and third shot, I would imagine. So it's a case of trying to negotiate past his own front bowl here for another.
Or a slide would help.
And he has got 2 with, I am certain, a drive from Ryan Besta. didn't hesitate heading back to the mat.
No, it's a good target for him. Here he goes. Crossing the centre line, smack takes one out, not the other.
He was right on the target there, and you thought both of them would have gone. But he got the last bowl that Shannon McIlroy played, and then went between the other bowl and the jack. So it's one to Shannon McIlroy.
This is a tight old final, as you'd expect. It's the World Championships. And showing you amount of spin on that. Could have gone anywhere. It left alone McIlroy's shot. 10-9, the Kiwi leads. The last end played in this direction, McIlroy was by far the more accurate. He collected a 3, but his first couple of shots were very good. It really pushed Bester into some aggression.
It's a good opening bowl from Shannon McIlroy.
Hurry.
It's not just New Zealand fans applauding, the entire audience here, very knowledgeable, bold people, recognising those couple of draw shots from McIlroy were right out of the top drawer.
He's certainly putting pressure on Bester, isn't he?
Come and have a look, mate. Yeah, sure.
Both players taking the opportunity to go down and have a look at the head. And one of the reasons is that you could see there the jack is tucked in right behind the shot bowl, and so from the mat they're really guessing a bit. Just want to see, they know where the jack is. It's a matter of how close it is, how close the second shot is. So Bester stays down there as he's entitled to, and just will then notice any change to the head situation after this bowl from McIlroy.
Yes, Shannon will be conscious. He doesn't want to give Bester a target. He'll be trying to keep the head very tight. Well, Ryan Bester was about to walk back and thought he might just check as to whether that was another shot. I don't think it is. It's just gone a little bit too far across.
Yeah. Alan Thornhill held up 2. So his feeling is that it's still 2 to McIlroy. Now Bester's response. Wasn't far away with his previous draw. No change, and it's taking quite a bit of time for McIlroy. He was there watching and just conversing with Dave Edwards, the coach who's down there. In his last appearance, in fact, Dave Edwards, isn't it, today for the New Zealand team as the head coach.
Yes, finishing in the role at the end of this campaign.
Wonder if he'll get presented with a Scottish shirt. And time is almost up too for greenkeeper here at Burnside, having done a great job. Now it'll be a matter of, after this, getting out and doing the necessary work. But he'll be pleased that this is played so well. Be club play tomorrow probably, and he's back at work. Here we see the last from McIlroy. He's holding 2, and he's looking to get a 3rd in here, and really putting the pressure on Bester, and he's hit it nicely. It's still gettable, but Bester is going to have to work hard on this. McIlroy leading by 1.
Holding 3 at the moment. So Bester play with some weight to try and get connection. Reduce the count. Just a little bit of weight. He's got a chance of sitting in on the 2 bowls of Shannon McIlroy's behind the jack. I think he's going across the centre line too early. Oh, gee. Oh, well.
Well, that might be a 4 now.
I think it's a full house.
Yep, because that shortish bowl, which was the 3rd shot from Bester, moved out with that. 4. It is 4. Yes, a 14-9. So that last shot from Bester, it did upset things, but it went against him rather than for him.
Oh, a big break for Shannon McIlroy. We see it there. He got the edge of his own bowl, and it went across, and the bowl that he played wobbled through to the back of the rink. So Shannon McIlroy picking up a 4.
So that's the first full house of the match, and we've played 14 ends. Bester picked up a 3 on the 5th, and McIlroy a 3 on the 12th. So over the last 3 ends, McIlroy has scored 8. He's gone from 9-6 down to 14-9 ahead. Still a bit of a march on to 21. Bester just needs to return the favour here and get his first one close, and then turn the tables a wee bit on McIlroy and force him to do the work. But no, he's missed out here.
Well, Ryan Bester was drawing so well. He times there earlier on, McIlroy had the shot and Bester was drawing it off. Now the tables have turned. McIlroy is the one that's displaying the class.
This will be a metre over, a bit more, a couple of metres. Bester's underway. What's his weight like? He looks,
he's heavy.
Really, that could be ditch weight.
Gee, he seems to have just lost his weight, doesn't he? He's had to play a few run shots and drives, and that does have effect on your draw weight. Just got to get back and find it again. So Shannon, who's in a real drawing mode at the moment, putting all sorts of pressure on Bester.
Yeah.
He's on the hunt. He's on the hunt. He's looking. He's in with the shot, so he's holding 2. Bester needed to chop his weight quite a bit. I think he's heavy again, is he?
Well, he's changed hands again, and he is. He's in the ditch this time. He's just lost his weight completely. Great time for Shannon McIlroy to put some real pressure on him here now. As you say, John, Shannon kicked off, but he was only scoring singles. He was sort of hanging around there and getting those singles. The last 3 ends, been an amazing display from him.
So McIlroy, there's 1 shot of Bester's in the count, but it's a 3rd shot. He's put the brakes on and has followed through, as you can see. He's looking to bring this one round again, and he has. So it's definitely 3 and possibly 4 with 1 to play from Bester. This whole situation could change. What he has to be careful about, of course, is his own lone bowl there.
Oh, he's just on the draw.
Yeah.
You've got to try and retrieve the situation here. He's completely lost his weight, and I don't think he's up here now.
Oh, no,
he's coming
this
up
is
short.
a black period for Ryan Bester. It's 3, perhaps 4. He takes out 1, he takes out 2, he's taken out 3, and he's measuring those last 2, and I think he's asked for a measure. So it's certainly 3 for McIlroy. And this is a hot spell here for the New Zealander.
Well, Bester, he just completely lost his weight. He played backhand, then through to he was short, through to the ditch with his second, heavy on the forehand with his third when he went in the ditch, and then come up well short. So
Bester's measured his closest.
Oh. 3, I think.
3 it is. That was within the count, so 3 it is. So in the last 4 ends, McIlroy scored 11 shots. It's the race to 21. And McIlroy has already scored 2 3s and a 4 in the last 4 ends. So potentially this match could end on this end. But Ryan Bester will have other ideas about that, I'm sure.
Yes, you'd never pick it, would you? Leading by 9-6 and 4 ends later being 17-9 down.
Well, we've seen that, didn't we? In one of the one of the semi-finals where someone was up by 17-9 or something. And it was a Sheriff, wasn't it?
No, I think it was Darren Burnett.
Oh, Burnett, yeah, against
Ryan Bester.
That's right, yeah.
This has all happened when Shannon has changed his hand, gone on to the other side of the rink.
This is good coming in here from Bester. Oh, just going over. Look, the line looked to be spot on. So that little spell, that last end where he put 1 in the ditch and 1 right on the edge of the ditch, might be just playing on him a wee bit. Tons of experience, though, this young man from Canada, 31 years of age. He was a silver medalist in the Commonwealth Games singles. 2012, he was the silver medalist at the World Champs. He's an enormous talent, and so too, of course, is the man he knows so well, Shannon McIlroy. Here comes Bester responding. This time it's McIlroy. It's Mike Spring, the president of Bowls New Zealand. He's been here, of course, all throughout the 2 weeks of play. Bester trying to ramp up his confidence, and he will with that. There's no need for McIlroy to be aggressive here, is there?
No, he'd just be looking.
He's comfortably on the board.
Yep, he'd just be looking at drawing.
McIlroy backhand his last bowl of this end. Oh, this is well positioned. This is well positioned. Gee, just about worked perfectly for him.
He just got a little bit too much of the edge, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wanted the middle of the bowl to push it past the jack and stay there himself. It was a pretty good effort.
Best is holding 2. Bring this one home for a third. It's going to just sneak. Oh, that's not going to fall back. There's going to be discussion about this one. McIlroy uses the fingers to measure. Oh no, he's just viewing it. Just 2 or 3. 3 it is. So that is the bounce back we predicted from Bester. 17-12. So he really has stopped the rot, because he was leading 9-6 after 11,
12.
conceding a 3 to be 9-all, a single to be 9-10, a 4 on the 14th to be 9-14 down, and then a 3 which made him 9-17 down, and really looking at a quick exit. But he salvaged something through that 3 on the 16th end at 17-12.
Well, he's got his weight back again. Ryan Bester.
In relation to jack level, please, mate. It's a bowl
Opening
short jack
bowl
level.
on this, the 17th end. First to 21 shots. Shannon McIlroy leading by 17-12. So, a bleak 4 ends for Ryan Bester. However, he's bounced back, picked up a 3. Very good opening bowl on this end.
World Bowls 2016 is literally drawing to an end. Still could be quite a few bowls to be played in this match, of course, but it is the last event. Men's singles had 2 weeks of bowls, 2 weekends of finals, and some of the best matches seen at World Bowls for many years. Ryan Bester endeavours to stay in this match. He's holding 1 shot there. That last one of his just ran on a wee bit too far.
Shannon McIlroy with his 3rd. Needs to get inside the wing bowl of Ryan Bester's, and it will come into view shortly. So there's the gap there. That's the line that he needs to be on. It's close.
Down, down.
Oh, stunning from McIlroy.
Gee, not a lot of options for Ryan Bester. Shannon McIlroy's got the shot. We see it here. Perfect line, perfect weight. Moves the jack, hides it. So holding the 1 shot. Bester got 2nd. McIlroy has 3rd. No hesitation from Bester. He's quickly into his work. Looks to be cutting fine. Oof, so close.
Just probing. One to come for McIlroy. He's holding the shot with that delightful draw with his 3rd bowl. Up by 17-12. There'll be more ends. half his mind, I suppose, is thinking, can't afford to upset what's already down there. Will I just be cautious? I think, well, there we are.
Yes, he was always going to be a little bit cautiously wide, wasn't he?
Yeah. 18 to 12. We're in the tail end of this match, the race to 21 shots to determine which of these two men will be the singles champion for 2016. McIlroy has the upper hand. He's 3 away from that 21. Bester has a ton of work to do. There's a spell in this match between the 12th and 15th ends where McIlroy scored 11 shots to take a 17-9 lead. Bester responded brilliantly on the 16th with a 3. We've just seen a single by McIlroy to give him 18 to 12. See where Shannon McIlroy won one of the great tournaments, didn't he? The Northeast Valley singles, was it? Or?
Yep, the Northeast Valley Invitation singles. Considerable amount of prize money. He's actually won it 3 times.
Has he?
Yes, it's been going for 26 years now. And Shannon's won it 3 times. A great Rowan Brassey 3 times. And Mike Kernahan 3 times. So, Shannon, he's a class singles player.
Lunge out. Come on.
Oh, yes. Oh, is it up there? Perfect line. Look right on the white line, the center line. He's just holding to 1 shot at the moment. Each bowler has got a couple left after this one from Bester. Bester just puts a couple of a metre on past that McIlroy bowl and claims the shot. Now, what's that bowl to the left, the back one there? Yes, so McIlroy has one down to the right of the jack as he views it from the mat.
You just look at playing with a couple of feet of weight. Movement of the jack out to the left, as we saw it there, is in his favour.
Certainly, yeah. Whether it's directly across or travels a wee distance. Here he goes, McIlroy with his last, leading by 18 to 12. He's 1 down on the head. Looking to dead draw this. It's going to not get there. So Bester holding 1. It's on its way, the last bowl of this end. Ryan Bester seeking a second shot. It's not going to reach, and so it is just a single. This match carries on. 18-13. McIlroy leads Bester. Jack has been delivered on this. The 19th end ends not relevant at all. But that's how we have the counting, of course. We have it on the scoreboard, how many ends have been played. This is the first bowl of this, the 19th end, and it's Shannon McIlroy leading by 18-13. New Zealand against Canada. The New Zealander having the edge at the moment. Terrific line from McIlroy, but fractionally short. It could well be the shot there.
I just don't know if it's got up far enough, but I'm sure we'll see some bowls inside those first two that have been delivered. Ryan Bester certainly better weighted. Well, he had good weight last time, just a little bit more green, and he's made the adjustment.
McIlroy needs to add just a bit, not much to his last bowl.
Certainly looks to have better weight. I don't know if he has. Well, just in the middle part of the journey, he looked to have more than he had on the previous bowl. Hasn't made the adjustment at all. So Ryan Bester holding 1, possibly 2. And could be 3 very shortly.
Definitely 2 now. Gosh, McIlroy didn't change his line at all, and he didn't need to. Just didn't run it out. Here we go now.
Looks to be better, doesn't he?
Yes, yeah. Is it going to come in
Gets
under?
inside the bowl of Bester's.
Oh,
No.
gosh.
Well, definitely third shot anyway.
Yep. Waiting to see the outcome of Bester's last bowl.
No, he just didn't get it away.
Nothing.
Good at all.
No. So now McIlroy with his 3 bowls to the left as we view it, above the jack, short of the jack. So he doesn't need to be wide. He can be slightly narrow because he's got those to use if need be, if he's not perfect.
He sure has.
Yeah.
The 3 bowls there of Shannon McIlroy's. He will look at playing with perhaps just a touch of weight through those, will he? He's got third shot at the moment. Thinking about it, and I think it's just reaching through the gap. If he can get through the gap, sit on one of the top bowls, promote one of his own.
Yeah. Use that wing bowl of his. Correct. Just doesn't need to be wide at all. That's tracking well.
Oh, he's got the
he's
weight.
cut it. He's cut it. Unless it hits out, it's not going to. And so, Shannon McIlroy, an accuracy in this last end, and that gap closes yet again. It's now 18-15.
Well, ebbs and flows for both players here.
Yep.
They have a period of this match that they're dominating, and then it's their opponent's turn.
3 ends ago, McIlroy was playing with the potential of going out if he had picked up a 4, but he hasn't scored. He picked up a single then, went to 18-12, but has now conceded 3 over the last 2 ends. It's 18-15. losing his nerve. Shannon McIlroy, 29 years of age, from the Stoke Bowling Club in Nelson. He's been playing bowls since he was a very young boy, 5 or 6 years of age, when he just tracked his parents, went over to watch what they were doing, and they were playing bowls. So it's only a matter of time, he said, till he picked it up, of course, and he's played it ever since.
It was a great opportunity then for Shannon to put some pressure on Ryan Bester, draw another shot. Bester would know that he would have to get something very close. Come up short, Shannon, and likewise Ryan Bester has done the same. So the breeze certainly came up when that ball was halfway down its journey. May have had an effect on it, so forcing Shannon to change his hand. Go across to the forehand.
The crowd like it from the side. Dave Edwards is applauding. Oh, that parks up brilliantly. On this hand, he's had the draw. He was short with his last.
He needs to get past his own bowl, and he doesn't. So the win is in Shannon McIlroy's hand. If he gets this bowl in there and picks up a 3, so Shannon very well aware of that, heading back to the mat.
Might this be the last bowl of World Bowls 2016? McIlroy needing 3 to go out. The Kiwi is holding 2. What's his reaction? Oh, he looks a bit wide here.
He's heavy too.
He's not happy. He's put that in the ditch.
Oh, gee, that was a chance, because he had drawn such a good bowl with his previous one on that hand. However, he scored a 2. So it's 1 required for Shannon McIlroy, 20-15.
McIlroy puts down the jack, maybe for the last time in this singles final. He needs 1 to go out at 20-15. But the fighter, Bester, is still there, standing right behind him, watching his first bowl. McIlroy looking for a top first bowl. If he can draw it close, it eases the pressure. The crowd applauds. That's a good first bowl. Bester returns well. He parks this right on the tee, the 2-meter mark, just over it. Shannon McIlroy, New Zealand singles representative, going through with just 1 loss in section play, draws another pearler. Bester wanting to move that jack back to his own, or at least draw dead. He does the latter. The ball will fall in. Not yet.
is the shot, though.
Yeah.
McIlroy's well pointed here.
Oh.
Has he got the jack?
Oh, my word, that was close. So hard to watch. More tense for the spectators. Oh, tense too for Bester.
I think he copped that wind then. Halfway down the green, a little bit like before. So McIlroy, one down, his last bowl to play. He doesn't really need to change much from his last bowl.
Ideally, just sit on that jack, draw the shot, move slightly across to his left. Oh, there we are. That's how much it means. Does it work though? Here we are. This is McIlroy's last. He's seeking a single shot to get victory. He is on the jack. He is on the jack. He's run it through. He's stayed with it. He's got two.
Oh, some awesome stuff there from Shannon McIlroy. Kept it to the last bowl, didn't he? Gee, it's well hidden too. Bester's going to have an awful view of this. Oh, well, it worked for her.
There is a God, she's saying. Thank you, thank you. But still one bowl to be played.
Bester on the drive.
Bester needs to get rid of those shots. His own short one is in the road. He takes the jack out, and he might get two out of this. That's a great save by Bester. And he's got two. Whoa, what an outstanding final shot under enormous pressure from Ryan Bester. The game goes on.
Amazing drive. You see it again here. Looks straight onto that bowl through the jack. The jack goes out of the rink. And two of Bester's early bowls stayed there.
Generous in her applause too. This exhilarating match carries on. The final of the men's singles. New Zealand leading Canada. McIlroy leading Bester 20-17. What has this done to the game of Ryan Bester? Down and out. And with one shot to play, he produces a sublime drive to live on. McIlroy at the last end, he had the game in his hands, but an experienced player, he knows how one bowl can change an entire match, and he saw it there. There was no elation when he saw that he had two, because he knew that Bester is not in this final for any other reason than he's one of the best in the world, and he had one bowl remaining and he used it well. Ditch for that last from Bester. Tosses his cloth into the air, exasperated.
Certainly given McIlroy an opportunity here.
Searching for another metre here. Because he's had a very good line playing that hand, hasn't he?
He's coming up short again here, Shannon McIlroy. Well, maybe he just wants to keep it to the last one again.
Bester goes the other hand, playing the forehand. It looks to be the line. There'll be a second shot for Bester. This game could go out to either player on this end. Bester needs a 4 and McIlroy needs a 1.
Can't go out to Bester. He's got
Oh
one
no,
in the ditch.
he's got one in the ditch, that's right. Whoops, that bird needs to move, and it does. Is he through this time? Has he added that extra metre? Has he? Has he? Has he? What?
Well, we can't say it's one yet because we saw a perfect example on the previous end. Shannon McIlroy played an absolute screamer, and Bester played one better.
McIlroy has the final bowl in this end. Is he going to need it? Everyone watches. Everyone watches. He misses the jack. McIlroy does not need to play his final. Shannon McIlroy of New Zealand follows in the footsteps of Peter Bellis to win the gold medal in the men's singles at World Bowls. McIlroy, world champion and overcome with emotion.
Some fantastic stuff from Shannon McIlroy. He worked hard in the early stages when he was scoring singles, but he is just so elated. It's taken a long time for him. He has accumulated so many bronze and silver medals, but an outstanding display from Shannon McIlroy.
That means the world to Shannon McIlroy. He has stated that his ambition is to become a world champion, and there it is. He's done it in a mighty contest against Ryan Bester.
Well, he saw his teammates pick up gold yesterday, and he knew that he wanted to join them. Shannon McIlroy, the world singles champion.
Well, I'm sure he'll be asked how he feels, but I think we already know that. You can see in this emotion as he hugs his wife. I think this is where we take the microphone out. A lovely scene. And Shannon McIlroy, his emotion so evident. He's become the world champion. He's an outstanding young man. He's always had the potential. He's produced some wonderful results. And now here he is, the world champion.
Shannon, since you started as a junior, the amount of hours that you've done, the bronze medals that you've won here at your home country in front of your friends and family on your 300th camp, you are the world champion for 2016, mate. How does it feel?
Oh, it's pretty surreal, really. I suppose growing up playing bowls, it's what's dreams are made of, really. 25 years in the game. All those days of wagging school when I was just going down to the bowling club, and I think it's all paid off. So I'd just like to thank all my family and friends, supporters, for everything that means a lot.
Ryan, always the challenger. I think we should give him a round of applause as well. He played sensationally. He's one of your friends, and he really pushed you right to the end. That drive in that last league before the final one. Wow, he made you work for it.
Yeah, old Master Blaster. You can never count him out, really. He's a hell of a competitor. He's been in this situation plenty of times before. As I said earlier, the last two major events, he's been in the final of the Commonwealth Games and the last World Bowls. So I knew I had my work cut out and I had to play really well. So, pretty proud.
So you're there with your partner, and of course Bubba on the way. Really special moment there. Emotions are running raw. I think when you look back at this match and also this experience, what's really going to stand out for you? Apart from winning throughout the game, you really held that nerve to make sure that you were able to get the win. You must be proud of how you performed and also being here in front of your hometown.
I suppose everything, the whole events, everyone that's been involved with our preparation for this event. We worked bloody hard. spent a lot of hours, and I'm just, really wrapped that all the hard work has paid off. So to all the people in the background, it's just immense effort from them, really. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, your world champion for 2016, Shannon McIlroy.
Yes, it was certainly a fantastic day for Shannon McIlroy. He kicked off well, scoring early single shot. Ryan Bester, of course, was not to be outdone, picking up a 2, getting himself on the scoreboard, then consolidated with a 3. It was never ever going to be easy for McIlroy when Bester was in this fine form. However, he bounced back. Shannon McIlroy picking up a 3, a superb 3 it was as well. His draw game was certainly on song. Then a 4 and another 3. It was Shannon McIlroy who took a commanding lead of 17-9. However, Ryan Bester not to be outdone. Picks up his own 3 and gets himself back into the match. Shannon McIlroy was going to continue as the crowd got tense. And Bester, with the outstanding drive, kept himself in the game. However, it was only one end later. Picking up a 2 and scoring the final win, Shannon McIlroy.
What a magnificent way to finish off this 2016 World Championships. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, the medal ceremonies for the finals today and also the teams events. We'll see you soon.